Don't you worry, Reese's Cups are not being discontinued and the Pope certainly does not endorse Trump. However, if you've seen any articles stating similar suspicious news, you very well may be a victim of the continuously rising issue of fake news. As technologies develop rapidly, the era of information explosion has arrived. The internet is one of the major ways for us to know what happens in our world, including on social media sites like Twitter, Instagram, and especially Facebook. The problem of managing this information, however, has gotten more and more difficult. The main issue we see with fake news begins with how fast information spreads in today's modern world of technology. A majority of Americans are confident that they can spot fake news. When BuzzFeed surveyed American high schoolers, they too were confident they could spot and ignore fake news online. The reality, however, is that it might be more difficult than people think. Let's go back to the Reese's Cup scenario and say you find an article on Facebook claiming that Reese's Cups will be taken off the shelves in your local grocery stores and discontinued. You share the article on Facebook and instantly hundreds, if not thousands of people are exposed to this information. You text the link to your friends and tell your family, and instantly this fake news spreads like a chain reaction while you're still under the impression that it's accurate and true. Now, for this situation, not much harm is done, but imagine if more serious fake news gets shared. This could affect the reputation of businesses, people, society, and even the platform that the fake news was published on. With this controversial topic more prominent in our world today than ever, the question we run into is how exactly can social media platforms take responsibility for managing fake news, and should they? Facebook started noticing fake stories trending on its network as early as the summer of 2016, and they can begin helping filter out this toxic information with a few easy solutions. The first solution that could help dramatically make a difference for Facebook's issue is to implement a verified account option in which consumers can see exactly which news outlets have been picked by Facebook to provide us with real and accurate content. Just as Twitter and Instagram have a small blue check mark to distinguish real accounts from fake ones, Facebook could benefit from applying the same concept. This would be a way to create an environment among social medias where consumers are more confident that the content they're reading is accurate and true, and they can even rely on them as an everyday news outlet. While this solution would definitely be a great option for Facebook and other social medias, it does raise a few issues that could be run into. How will Facebook determine which sites and outlets get verified? And how Facebook can ensure verified websites keep reporting truth all the time? These are some aspects that need to be taken into consideration when we evaluate this solution. Another great option that Facebook could use to filter news is by having the consumers crowd flag fake news they come across while browsing. This allows the users to actually have an option to flag a website for review for those who can spot fake news, and therefore people will be able to report articles and websites as they wish. If a certain site has been flagged multiple times, Facebook can ultimately determine if it's fake and it should be taken down or not. However, determining what is allowed on Facebook and what is real or fake can turn into a bit of a mess. Giving the user such a power will lead them to trusting the site more and have peace at mind knowing that the articles they read are real. But just because a large number of people report a website does not mean that the people are correct. They may merely flag a site because they do not like the content or for other reasons. We also run into the issue of determining the time duration between the flagging and having Facebook remove the content, as well as determining how many times it will need to be flagged before going under review for removal. These solutions can get very tricky. In conclusion, we have seen a spike in fake news, particularly in the last year, and believe it's time for it to come to an end. There is not a clear answer of how we can filter out this irrelevant content, and it will never be completely eliminated. However, we have posed some helpful solutions for how Facebook and other social media platforms could go about making their site more reliable for users and mainly distributing only real news to society.